What's up, guys? Eric here. Got a pretty awesome video to do for you today. This is now what I'm considering basically my first custom. Um, I do have one other full custom. It's the Old Dominion Knife Works, not a Cleaver #1. It's proven to be a pretty cool knife. Early lockup, full titanium. There are a few things that I'm not crazy about with it, but it sure is very pretty, and it's a cool knife. But I've moved on. I've got something else here. Maybe you guys recognize this logo, maybe not. Blackstone Valley Knife Works. So these came shipped with these. These are stickers. Bunch of those. The sticker, I just like that logo. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of like a Transformers, like Decepticon logo for some reason, but I find it pretty awesome. It ships in this knife news pouch, which is pretty cool. If you have a chance to check out that site and everything, it's worth reading. It's always updated with a bunch of new stuff coming out. Now let's get to the knife. I originally was going to get the Riot Future, and then I saw this, and I'm not really getting an accurate show of the color on here. It is maroon. It is like burgundy. You can kind of catch it on the standoffs on the floating backspacer there. But this is the Blackstone Valley Knife Works Raven. This is a modified Raven. It's a little bit different, but man, is this beautiful. So we got an orange peeled pocket clip, sculpted. Orange peeled pivot. Look at that detail. So the whole knife is like this matted, like burgundy, and around that pivot collar is just like a gloss burgundy. Standoffs are glossy. Orange peeled floating backspacer. Perfect centering. Crowned spine. And this is on bearings. This is also aeb-l steel, which I have not had any experience with so far. So I'm pretty excited to have this in my collection now. Look at that wicked shape for that cutout. And this thing is freaking smooth, guys. Makes a great sound. Look at that super early lockup. Not mad about that at all. It'll break in a little bit, and I have no worries. I already kind of fiddled with it. No lock rock, no stick, nothing. Very comfortable. And this grip, what is that, saber grip? I don't know. But man, this thing is freaking comfortable. This is about a 4-inch blade. Look at that wicked polish on that, man. And here's the smoothness. I mean, it is effortlessly smooth. It's pretty lightweight, honestly. It doesn't feel very heavy. I mean, most of the weight is in this blade. If you see, it's got some thin scales, relatively thin. But this thing is just so smooth, guys. Interesting story about these guys was that one of my early Grail knives was a Blackstone Valley Knife Works. I got onto Arizona Custom Knives, and they had like a laser duck, which was like a real wicked, like wonky design with a wild blade shape. and it had like a, I want to say it was a chisel ground, kind of like a compound chisel ground blade, but it was just wicked looking, and ever since then I wanted one of their pieces. And I followed them pretty closely and saw a couple more pieces I wanted, but I never really had the money. And this thing right here just pretty much is exactly what I've been looking for. Huge fan of this blade shape. Oh man, I wish I could get a better lighting for this color. But it's like just a perfect like dark red, wine red, like burgundy color. The relief for the thumb here is perfect. Action is just buttery smooth. I'm a huge fan of forward finger choils. It's very comfortable here. That rounded spine just really adds a little bit, and it's just very comfortable any way you hold it. I guess I'm not really a fan of this, but it's still comfortable. But these guys killed it with this piece, man. It is just very, very cool. So I'll do a little size comparison for you here. Here's one that everyone knows. Pair of two. Line those pivots up. So as you can see, it is pretty big. And here's my Kaiser Intrepid. Oh, got long hair problems. So this thing's very comfortable. I'm in the pocket. Didn't really snag on anything too much, but if I'm being honest, it's not one I'm going to carry very often. I don't have a lot of money. Like I said, I canceled my pre-order for the Riot Torrent, or for the Riot Future, which was one I was really looking for. But I mean, man, I saw this thing and it just met all of my expectations. And once I saw the action video of it, I had to have it. And really, this is probably the smoothest knife I own right now. It's just buttery smooth here on the Kaiser, but I mean, and honestly my pair is very smooth as well. But man, this thing now is just out of control. Look at that finish on that blade. It's like it was a hand rubbed satin tumbled. But honestly, this thing is perfect for me. So I could not be happier with this purchase at all. And really, it makes me want to buy another one of their knives. So here's a shot with my other custom. Two pretty freaking good looking blades, if you ask me. Now, there is a difference in quality here, I feel. I can't speak on the quality of the newer stuff from Old Dominion Knife Works. This piece I have up top here is pretty old. It was like one of his earlier pieces, so there's a few nitpicky things with it. But this BVK Raven, man, I'm blown away. Not a single issue whatsoever. It is just absolutely perfect, and it is stunning in every way. So I'm pretty pumped on it. Gonna be blowing up my Instagram with tons of pictures of it, I'm sure. But look at that, man. Just smooth. The detent is nice and dialed in. It's pretty strong. so that when you really break it, it just pops out there. Like that. Milling in here. They did a killer job on this thing, guys. Love that floating back spacer. Digging the orange peel, kind of just... Look at that. When you look at it at the right angle, you can see the satin lines. I don't know, it's just there for a second. But overall, very, very impressed. Couldn't be happier with my purchase. Anyone's collecting knives out there, high-end or budget, looking for something, to save up for, I got this right off their Instagram. Just check them out, man. I'm not sure if their books are open or not, but I mean, they're killing it, man. This thing is great. So, highly recommended to anyone. Super smooth, great action, solid piece. This is what a custom knife should feel like, in my opinion. Not that I have a lot of experience with custom knives, but this thing is just absolutely perfect in every way for me. So, love it. If I can get more money, I will definitely pick something else up from them one of these days. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. And check these guys out on Instagram. BVK Knife Works, Blackstone Valley Knife Works. Can't focus. Right on. Thanks, guys.